Good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
It's a great time to be with you again this lovely Wednesday. It's the midweek edition. Hello everyone, wherever you're watching us. Sports This Morning are reaching you live from Lagos right about now. I'm yours truly, Ayotunde Balogun.
Well, it's a good day to be here to take you on a trip across the money-spinning world of sports. We have a lot lined up for you this morning, and we do hope that you enjoy the package for today. Yemi Adebayo.
I'm Austin Okonakwa, and it's always an action-packed world of sports. We're counting down to the start of the 11th edition of the All-African Games that will take place in Congo, Brazzaville. Can Team Nigeria dominate the games? Can table tennis, boxing, wrestling, taekwondo, fencing, weightlifting, and all other sports that Nigeria is entering for actually impress? Starts to talk this morning. Update from the African Games. 2 more days to go.
All right. As the race for the FIFA presidency hots up, a Nigerian has joined the fray. Former Super Eagles captain Segun Odegbami declares his interest to become the next FIFA boss.
That's right. Interesting times indeed. We're talking about all of this concerning the FIFA presidency. Well, we'll also take a look at the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, former African champions. They're preparing for that crucial AFCON qualifier with Tanzania this weekend. We'll see how the teams are putting finishing touches to their preparations right here in the course of the show.
I see.
So
it's a battle of that.
It's a battle, definitely. We were speaking with Toyin yesterday, and he made some interesting revelations about how the spirit is high, how the mood is high in camp, and we were also expecting 3 players to join: Vincent Yanyama, Ogbabuna, and Ahmed Musa. So I'm sure by now they should be in camp, to set things rolling for the team.
I think everything is looking good for the Super Eagles and Coach Sunday Olise. We mentioned yesterday that the honeymoon is over. It means it's show time. Players need to actually, because in a way, guys, this is a rebuilding process. So you impress, this coach gives you another call. This coach actually looked at the last defense line that Coach Stephen Keshi called up. He liked it. He didn't touch it.
It was okay with him.
He called everyone back. Same thing. You do well. This coach is calling you back again to actually make the cross of his team. But I think the major talk from last night till about this morning is this Segun Odegbami's dream of becoming FIFA's president. He says he's daring to dream. He has virtually everything that can, actually, give him the go-ahead to compete.
We all know that he wanted to go for the presidency of the NFA or the NFF. That didn't pull through. So now he wants to go for the bigger. How that will pan out, I don't know.
Many failed attempts in that one, but now it's taking a step higher for the FIFA presidency. All right, now we're told that we're being joined by the Super Eagles media officer, that's Toyin Ibitoye. We're joined by Toyin now. Good morning, Toyin.
Thank you, Yemi. Good morning.
All right. Well, you know what we're going to throw at you first. Let's talk about the players. Are all the players in camp?
Yeah, we have 22 out of the 23 players in camp. Only 1 player is still being expected, and that's the captain of the team, Vincent Yanyama.
Okay.
We had 2 very good training sessions yesterday. And you can even see the pictures on your screen. It was good. All 22 players were involved. Morning and evening, and we are going to be having another training session this morning. In another 10-20 minutes, we should be in bus for training, and then we have a test game at 4 p.m. today, practice match, just to see how these boys, the players, are going to interpret all the trainings we've been having and the tactical formations and everything that the coaches want to try out. Will be what we will see at 4 p.m. when we play a test game today.
Let me also ask you another thing that will interest all of us. Any injury worries?
No, the players are fit. No injury worries, and all 22 players took part in training actively yesterday.
Okay.
Training in the morning was about an hour 30 minutes. In the evening was almost about an hour 30 minutes. So they all went through the training regimes, and they came out well. So no injury worries, and I think that's good news for everybody.
All right, we do know that, like you said, Vincent Yanyama is still being expected, but one will expect that as the captain of the national team, he should be in camp right about now. What reasons or what do you think is responsible for his not being able to be in camp at this time?
Well, Enyama has been speaking with the coach, and is still being expected as I speak to you. But I don't think we should worry too much about all of that, because the two goalkeepers in camp right now, Kali Keme and Ikediku Ezenwa, have really held their own in training. So if Vincent is able to make it down today as we expect, then it will be all fine for us. But if he's not able to make it down as expected, Kali Keme and Ikediku Ezenwa will fill in, and we'll be able to get to Tanzania and still put out a team that will get us all 3 points. I don't want us to be distracted by whether Vincent is in or not. I want us to focus on those who are available now, who have been taking part in training. And I think that will give us a squad strong enough to go to Dar es Salaam and pick up all 3 points.
So, talk to me again about team spirit in camp after the training session of yesterday. Talk to us about the blending. Is it being achieved?
I mean, it's been a wonderful experience we're having here. No line of difference between those foreign-based players and the home-based players. Everybody is working as one big happy family. Even on the lighter side, late last night, you know, your brother, William Ekong, Austin, you are always talking about William Ekong. You are always asking us to use stories on William Ekong. Yesterday was his birthday.
Okay.
And he clocked 22, and he had a birthday bash organized for him by the team.
Okay.
And he was thrown inside the swimming pool at the end of everything. And he had a wonderful time. So it's a big happy family. All the players are happy. The coaches are happy, and I'm sure I will translate all of this to victory on Saturday.
Thank you so much, Toyin. I send our birthday love and special wishes to William Troost-Ekong. We wish them all the best.
Thank you, Austin.
Okay.
Interesting one.
Well, the kind of things you want to hear about the national team when you're preparing for a crucial game. We have in our group Egypt that, you know, started well.
7-time African winners.
They've been, you know, having the blues at the Nations Cup as well in recent times, but their records scary at continental level. So you would always want to take, when you have that kind of team in your group, you always want to take every match seriously, because at the end of the day, it might just be down to head-to-head, how well you perform against those teams, and what you do against the other so-called, you know, lesser teams would also help. But I'm happy with everything we're here, and I think I would support the notion that we should just forget about whether Vincent Enyama is in camp. Not read too many meanings to it, because what will start coming to mind is whether or not.
Because I just felt, you know, as the team captain, you know, he has that presence. He is the team leader. You know, we know the kind of command that he brings, you know, whenever he's on the pitch, and the players, they really tend to go with that. But if he is not available, no sweat. It shouldn't cause any problems for us.
I totally agree, but it's also important that we know that this team is relatively going through a process. We can also say, it's a new team. I like the word Tunde Koiki uses, that our football is in a state of emergency. So we want to do everything that we can to ensure that we get back on track, particularly with the Nations Cup qualifying game. Chad is not small. Tanzania is not small. Egypt is huge. So you need your good players. You need the best hands. You need everybody to be on deck, everybody to understand that this is a mission that Nigeria must accomplish, and going by the fact that it wasn't so good for us the last time out, that we didn't get to qualify.
And they will definitely do that. Let's look at the Golden Eaglets. They will be starting their invitational tournament in Suwon. That's in South Korea. And of course, they will be playing the Koreans today. What are we expecting?
I must look. I've always told you, anytime the Golden Eagles touch down in Asia, Korea, you know, I'm always happy. Always a good omen. Such a shame that the competition will not be taking place in Asia. But
you have to go to Chile.
I would expect that. You know, all the finishing touches to the preparations would have been done. Now we start seeing signs of what the Golden Eaglets would do in Chile. We'll start seeing it from from the game, and Coach Emmanuel Amunike will probably perfect.
And good, I think Croatia is in the group,
Yeah.
also in the tournament. We'll also be playing with them.
It's a formation tournament,
So
and
we get to know.
it doesn't really matter whether we win or not, but it's a chance to pit your wits against the good teams at that level.
But sadly, it's not looking like that in Nigeria at the moment. People are beginning to forget the key word for under 17 is development. Even under 20, it's development. To an extent, you can even use developmental purposes to build an under 23 team for the senior men's national team.
Yeah.
For the under 17, I like the process this team has gone through. There's a little bit of pressure that they are defending champions. They need to go there. I don't think we've done it back to back, have we?
No.
I don't understand. There you go. So that's the pressure right there on this current team. Didn't look so good for them in Niamey, in Niger, at the under-17 championship. A lot of people expected them to win. Even Coach Emmanuel Amunike didn't see the sort of quality he wanted. This invitation now gives you an opportunity to fine-tune, see where this player can actually...
I mean, I agree with you, Austin. I don't think we should be under any pressure. There's no team in the world that is more successful than Nigeria at this level. Even if they do not win, some will accuse me of already throwing an excuse on the bag, but even if they do not win, if I can see 5, 6, 7 boys from this team in the next 10, 12 years, we've achieved everything that we have set out to achieve. I mean, we won in 85, we won in 93, we won in 2007, we won in 2010.
Yeah,
If you look at most of those teams, how many of those players can you say,
that's what
this guy served us
what
for
it
10,
is.
12 years?
That's why we should emphasize winning. Because
especially at this level.
It has gone past even
let's face it,
the
it will
NFF
take a
wants
while
to win.
before any other country comes close to the medals haul
And
that we have. So we can
always make us think. It should make us think Spain, Germany, and all those guys will not win under 17.
No way.
But players will come through the ranks and stay on the scene long enough. Some players who didn't do well for their countries at that under 17 level, but maybe we saw the promise.
Yeah.
We saw the promise.
At the World Cups.
And you put them side by side by their Nigerian counterparts, and they never measure up.
found.
That's why we should change our focus
All right.
at this point.